morning. We have Pamela joining us this morning. Not only is she amazing behind the camera, but she's joining us as our little guinea pig today. So today is day 6. We're moving on to the niyamas, your second limb of yoga, and the first one is purity, sukha. Not what I thought when I first read the word. So opening up this definition to mean and include decluttering, right? A little bit of detox, inviting some clarity, not just to your physical body, but your mind, your thoughts, your actions. And in that, there's a little bit of clarity, right? We're developing a little bit of sensitivity, awareness, being able to decipher between emotions and thoughts, the physical body, the heart, all these little nuances. That's all. So inviting some of that into your practice this morning or afternoon. And we'll get started, right? So we're going to set up in a seated twist. You can extend your legs below you. It doesn't matter which way you're facing. You take your right knee up, and if you want to sit on a block, that's fine. You're going to twist. Same side is that knee. You can hug it, hook it with an elbow, your choice. But inhales to lengthen the spine. You want to kind of wiggle up and find the sits bones. Roll the shoulders down. Get them a little bit behind you so you're supported. 3, 2. We're going to just start to rinse some breath. It doesn't need to be ujjayi breath, right? But I exaggerate. But so can you. So one more good breath here. All right, adjusting your head, your neck where it's comfortable on the shoulders. And then as you release, come back through center. We'll go right to the other side. Knee comes up. You can find those sits bones wiggling into a longer spine. Yeah, a little flex of toes. And again, you're placing your gaze wherever it's comfortable. Your spine does continue through your neck, right? Your cervical spine, so right up to the base of the skull. 3. Starting to move the breath. Getting a little bit of energy going. As I said the other day, BKS Iyengar writes beautifully, right? Irrigating the body with energy. You can really feel that. So use the breath. And then gently bring yourself back to seated. Dandasana, you're just placing your palms right next to you, legs are out in front. And again, long spine. Draw the belly in, shoulders down. And we lift. You might not lift off the floor, but lift to lengthen the spine. If somehow your bum comes off the mat, great. If it doesn't, great. Maybe you got blocks into the palms or books. But from your heels, you might wiggle them a little bit closer to you or walk your palms a little forward so you're almost leaning forward, and you're going to lift right into reverse tabletop. So again, press the hips high. Again, engage those bums of steel, and you're going to make sure you feel those toes facing directly forward. Exactly. If it feels comfortable on the neck, you're going to open the throat and gently move back through Dandasana, bringing your hips right between the palms again. Yep, scoot them right through. You can stay lifted if you lean a little forward. Yes. One more breath here. And then come right back up, reverse tabletop. Nice job. Yeah. Supporting your low back. So as much as you're lifting the hips, you're drawing them towards the knees. You're going to lengthen one more breath here and come back right through Dandasana, maybe with a little lift. One breath and go ahead and release. Nice work. Slowly cross your legs. You can come onto all fours, tabletop. Just fan your fingers for a moment. Squeeze a little strength into your wrists like we always do through bellies and hips and biscuits. And you can curl your toes. We'll come right into downward facing. So you can reach your right leg to the sky. No thinking, no fixing. Bending a knee if you'd like to open. Wiggle toes. Maybe you got to do a little kung fu here. And then we're going to breathe. Knee towards the nose. As you step through low lunge, you're going to take your right fingers to the sky. So again, a little bit of twist. Beautiful. Right, you get the ball of your back foot so you can shift around a little, find some buoyancy. 2. And then exhale, drop the palm to step to the front of your mat. Yeah, toes touch, or you're working hips with distance. Inhale to a long spine. And then exhale to fold. Yeah, come rising all the way up to standing. Big reach. You're going to keep the reach and sink right into Utkatasana. Again, remember day one, you're going to bring those hips way back so you're in the heels. You can take palms wherever they're comfortable. And slowly work your arms behind you. If you have room to interlace, rinse the shoulders. Yeah, and exhale slowly to fold. 3. If this is a little much on the shoulders, simply release the palms. Maybe you're reaching elbow to elbow. But a deeper bend in the knees. You're going to let your head drop heavy, jaw drop heavy. And then slowly, as you inhale to a flat back, release the arms, plant the palms, step to high plank. Right? A slow chaturanga low. Take a long breath in to open. Nice. Exhale, let it go. Opposite side, toes reach. 3-legged dog, your choice. Settling into the body. Right, letting that little bit of sensation draw your mind inward as well. And find all the nooks and crannies. And when you're ready, knee comes towards your nose. We're going to step into that low lunge. This time it's your left hand that reaches to rinse. And it's anything that feels good. Back knee might be settling to your mat. Front knee might be peeling open. Really doesn't matter. You're exploring your body, finding all of the bits and goodies. Armpits, get in between the toes and fingers. Fill up one more breath. And then exhale, release. Drop palms, step forward, and inhale to lengthen. Exhale to fold, a little more rhythm all the way to standing. Take that long breath in, reach. And Utkatasana, release. Palms to heart, hands to hips, really doesn't matter. Find your expression. Start to work the hands behind you. Again, opening the shoulders. If you have room to interlace, go for it. Otherwise, find your elbows and then fold just 3 breaths. This time you're going to drop your head a little heavier, your jaw a little heavier. One more generous breath here. And release. Palms. Step high plank to low. Longer breath in to open. Maybe it's cobra, could even be locust. You got all the time in the world. When you're ready, exhale, let it go. From downward facing, right foot steps, warrior 1. Again, it might feel good to reach up and over and a little side to side. You're going to find your body. Find all those spaces that feel good. That's really the practice. Notice where the breath is. Start to follow that as well. And then open warrior 2. Leveling the hips, maybe you got to reach a little forward, reach a little bit behind you. Start to settle into some soft space in the shoulders. And then flip your palms. Reverse the warrior. And then exhale, release. High plank, pause here. Heels, just your heels are going to fall to the left. So we're activating the side body. Palms are going to stay. 3, 2. One more little squeeze of strength. And we'll come through center to chaturanga. Bring that strength with you as you come into low. And as you open your heart, and then exhale, downward facing. Yeah, opposite side. Toes reach. Warrior 1. You know, any variation of arms, it's not about what it looks like, it's about what it feels like in your body. So you might even close your eyes. We'll open warrior 2. A little squeeze in the elbows as you reach, so you're starting to work some stretch through the forearms, biceps. Using breath, not just to reach out and rinse, but draw in, fill up, flip the palms, reverse. And when you're ready, a slow exhale to release. High plank, heels are going to fall to the right this time. Just your heels, right? Press the shoulders down and back, really work the side body strength. What you're going to take with you as you bring your heels through center in chaturanga through low, and what you're recreating as you open the heart. Awesome. Exhale, downward facing dog. A little bit of fun, so find some lightness here. A little less work, loosen up the effort. You're going to shorten your stance just a little. Walk your palms towards you. You're going to look between your hands, bend the knees a little. We're going to jump right through. And a 1, and a 2. And I go for it, Dandasana.
Right.
Just imagine, exactly. Probably felt the same way. But maybe that's maybe what you do while you're watching Netflix a little bit later. Work on some jump throughs. Nice job. We're coming into boat, so you can actually settle your bum. As you lean back and lengthen the spine, you might grab the backs of your thighs, front of your shins, right? It really doesn't matter. You're going for strong bodies, wherever you find that. You can find it with your feet hovering above the mat. All good. We're going to go a little in between a palm press to shoulder stand and then back to boat. So as you rock back, press the palms down, press those hips up. Yeah, a little core work. 3 times, cycling back to boat. It's all by surprise for Pamela, so same with you. Press up, come back to boat, hover on the biscuits, balance. Yeah, one more for good measure. Press back, right up into shoulder stand. And right back to boat. Come into strength. And this time you're slowly lowering to bridge. So lower onto your back, feet are below your knees, and you're going to press your hips up to the sky. Now, if you have blocks or something you want to take underneath you, you can do that. Otherwise, I'm going to cue the hands. The heels of your palms are working under your hips. Make sure your fingers are turning outward. Yeah, exactly. And you're going to wiggle those elbows underneath you into that awkward space. So the elbows are underneath your wrists, give or take. Now, you can linger here if you have a little bit of time. Maybe it's just feeling pretty good on your low back or stretching the front of your hips. But otherwise, one leg at a time comes up. First option is Viparita, supported. Other leg follows. So you're kind of in an L. You can hang here, flex toes, wiggle them, fan them out. Or you can start to press up to shoulder stand. Now you have the palms at your sacrum, right? So again, extending the legs, reaching like you do when you're standing. Beautiful, exactly. Right? Flex the toes, flex ankles. You're pressing through the balls of your feet as though you had some maybe platforms, high heels. Don't tell me you don't wear them, especially when you do yoga, right? Now you can stay here or in that supported Viparita, or you might go for Dandasana, reaching one leg at a time maybe to the back wall, maybe your toes find the mat. You can keep your palms right at the sacrum if you'd like some support. And you're still reaching through your sits bones right up to the sky. Stay here or slightly bend the knees, Karnapidasana. Deaf man's pose. You can bring knees to forehead or towards your ears. Make sure you can breathe though. Okay, you don't want to suffocate. For 2. And then ever so gently start to release. You're bringing yourself back towards your mat. Maybe you pause to hug your knees in a little. Maybe it's a little bit of happy baby, letting your knees fall wide, rocking a little side to side to massage your sacrum. Yeah, letting go of a little bit of work. But as you tuck your knees, you're going to rock and roll. If you love you some boat, you can come through boat. Otherwise, right up to seated. You're going to take the support. You can grab a couch cushion. We're going to take supported fish. So you're taking it right up against your sacrum. Whatever you have, maybe a couple of pillows. You can take it the long way. I think last time we did short, so we'll go long. So you have something underneath your head. A little more restful. You can come all the way back. No tricks here. Legs don't need to reach your legs anywhere. No worries. You're actually coming down. So palms can open to the sky. And feeling, even in just that handful of postures, you might have built a little heat in the body. You might feel a little more connected. Might even begin to feel a little bit of release here. So it doesn't take a lot. Sometimes it's just a couple of breaths, a couple of poses, a couple of minutes. But feeling that little bit of clarity come in. Right? Your mind's able to connect to all the little spaces throughout your body. You're aware of your toes again. You might notice it feels good to breathe. All those little things. Sukha, purity. Building little bits of awareness. You can stay in the supported fish. All we're going to do is gently start to move the heels underneath the knees again like you did for bridge. Give or take. And you can let both knees fall to the right. You're going to feel your hips maybe come away from the bolster. That's okay. It's just gravity. They don't need to force themselves any way. Just 3. As you rest here, you're letting yourself sink a little deeper with every breath out. Soaking up those little bits of awareness. Softening anywhere you tend to carry your tension. You can even close your eyes and get rid of one thing to do. As you let your knees come back through center, we'll simply take them in the opposite direction. Again, it's wherever gravity takes you. For 2. And as you gently bring your knees back to center, let your feet touch, knees splay wide, Supta Baddha Konasana, still in supported fish. Again, just gravity. Letting your mind settle inward, let it follow sensation. Maybe it's following the breath, noticing you have a little bit of space. Maybe you notice that this little bit of stillness feels good. You might notice you feel a little decluttered. So it's less about shoulder stand, it's less about any of the physical postures, rocking back and forth from boat to shoulder stand. All of that could have been a hot mess. This is the only thing that really matters. This sensation, this space. You don't need words, just take it with you. No need to physically move, just moving your mind to heart center with gratitude as always for these bodies. Letting your mind gently move to forehead center with respect as we come back to that little bit of intuition. Again, without necessarily moving, just an internal gesture. Together we bow and we say, Namaste. So thank you as always, and thank you, Pamela. And we'll see you tomorrow.